Hello students, this is Shahid sir. Today we are going to discuss biotechnology, principles and processes. So topics to be covered in this lesson are introduction, principles of biotechnology, tools of recombinant DNA technology and processes of recombinant DNA technology. So we'll begin with the introduction. What is the definition? What is the meaning of biotechnology? So biotechnology is the use of biology or living organism to develop useful products for human. That is the meaning of biotechnology. For example, production of vaccine. So nowadays, how they are making the vaccine, what they used to make the vaccine, and the answer is very simple. They are using microorganism to make the vaccine. So we can say this, it is also one of the use of biotechnology. Now making curd, bread or wine, which are all micro-mediated processes, could also be thought as a form of biotechnology. So in our day-to-day life also, we are using biotechnology and we are not aware of this, like making curd from the milk. Here curd is useful product for human being, and how it is formed? It is formed with the help of bacteria. Which bacteria is involved here? So it is a lactobacillus bacteria. Now use of genetically modified organism to achieve the product on a large scale. It is another example in another use of biotechnology. Genetically modified organism means what? So genetically modified organism means which gene are altered with the help of biotechnology to make it more effective and to produce large quantity of food. One of the example of genetically modified food is golden rice. So one question should come in your mind, that why we need to modify the food? What is the benefit of it? So we modify the organism to increase productivity of the food, to make it disease resistant and to decrease its height, etc. Next is in vitro fertilization. This is one of the use of biotechnology, or it is also application of biotechnology. In vitro fertilization. Fertilization means what? Fusion of male gamete to the female gamete to form a zygote. Now in vitro means outside the body, outside the living organism and inside the test tube. So it is a test tube baby. An example is a test tube baby. Next is the development of a DNA vaccine. Earlier we have discussed the vaccine, how vaccine is formed. Next, correcting a defective gene. So generally it target on a DNA. Biotechnology targeted on the DNA. Next is the definition, the proper definition of biotechnology. The European Federation of Biotechnology has given a definition of biotechnology. The definition of biotechnology is the integration of natural science and organism, cells, parts thereof and molecular analog for product and services. So generally we can say this, the use of science or the use of organism, microorganism or living organism to produce a useful product for human being. That is the biotechnology. A proper definition of biotechnology is given by EFB. That also you should aware of. Next topic is principles of biotechnology. So there are mainly two principles of biotechnology. First principle is genetic engineering and the second principle is maintenance of sterile condition. So first one, genetic engineering. What do you mean by genetic engineering? So it is a technique to alter the chemistry of genetic material, that is DNA or RNA, to introduce this into host organism and thus change the phenotype of the host cell. So what is the meaning of genetic engineering? That is the technique. We are using this technique, genetic engineering, to alter the DNA sequence or RNA sequence. Alter means to change. We are changing the DNA or RNA sequence, and then introduce this DNA, this modified DNA, into a host cell, and we can change the phenotype of the host organism. Phenotype means what? Phenotype, that is the look, external characteristic. So we know this, our characteristic, who is responsible for the characteristic? For the characteristics, our genetic material is responsible, our DNA is responsible. DNA is giving every characteristics to our body or all the organism. For all the organism, genetic material, that is DNA or RNA. In some organism, RNA is the genetic material. So this DNA or RNA, genetic materials, this DNA and RNA is responsible to give the characteristic of the organism. So every characteristics of organism is who is responsible for every characteristics of the organism? DNA or RNA is responsible for this. So if you change the structure of DNA, so we can say this, the characters of that organism can be changed. So in genetic engineering, what they are doing, they are changing the structure of DNA or RNA, thereby they are changing the structure of the host cell or host organism. Second principle of biotechnology, maintenance of sterile condition. What do you mean by sterile condition? Sterile condition means contamination free condition. There should be no contamination. That condition is to be the sterile condition. So condition in chemical engineering processes to enable growth of only the desired microbe or eukaryotic cell in large quantities for the manufacture of biotechnological product like antibiotic, vaccine, enzyme, etc. So for the production of vaccine, for the production of useful enzyme, what we need? This practical is going on in the lab. So what they require a sterile condition. If there is no sterile condition, so any other microorganism can also participate in the process and can change the product. So for this, we need a sterile condition. So these are mainly the two principles of biotechnology. Our next topic is steps of genetic engineering or the steps of biotechnology. So first step is identification of DNA with desirable gene, then insertion of selected DNA into vector. Example, for this insertion of selected DNA into a vector, we are using the plasmid as a vector. So first question should arise in your mind that what do you mean by vector? So vector is nothing but the vehicle which will transport the gene from one organism to another organism. That is the vector, and generally most used vector is plasmid. It is one of the cloning vector. So what is the plasmid? It is nothing but the circular DNA which you can found in mostly the bacteria. So this is one of the DNA, circular DNA, which is known as the plasmid, which is used as a vector, as a vehicle to transport the gene from one organism to another organism. The third step is introduction of vector into host cell, and for this generally the host cell which we are using is the bacteria, because bacteria can easily multiply. So for this we are using the bacteria. Next is multiplication of gene into the cell. So we know this, bacteria can easily multiply. As the bacteria will multiply, our desirable gene also multiplies. And final step is the expression of gene to produce desired product. Finally what happens, this gene will express, and whatever our desired product, whatever the product we want, that product will be formed. So these are the steps of genetic engineering, and you will see this in detail in our next topic. Generally what happened here you can see the DNA, full DNA fragment. This whole DNA fragment, we don't want this whole DNA fragment. Whatever we want our desirable DNA, our desirable gene. So we need to cut this. So with the help of restriction enzyme, here with the help of restriction enzyme, we will cut this and we get our desired gene. Next step, what we will do, we will use a vector. Here you can see the plasmid vector, one of the vector. We are using the vector, and here also we cut a segment of vector, a sequence in vector to introduce our desired gene. For this, we are using the enzyme ligase to bind. So to bind our desired DNA segment to the vector, we are using enzyme. That enzyme is known as the ligase. With the help of this ligase enzyme, our DNA is bind with the vector, and now this vector is said to be the recombinant vector because now it is having the gene of different organism. So this vector is also said to be the recombinant vector. After this vector is introduced into a host cell. What is our host cell? Our host cell is a bacteria. So we introduce this into our host cell, which is a bacteria. Then amplification, that is nothing but the multiplication. So this bacteria will multiply. As this bacteria will multiply, here you can see this. Our vector will also multiply, and if vector multiply, vector carries the gene, our desirable gene. So this gene also multiplies. So this way we will get the copies of our desirable gene. This we will see in the next topic in detail. This is just overview. Thank you.